All right, guys, we are back with our Dallas Stars GM mode, getting ready to start round 2 of the Year 6 playoffs. This time up against the new team we've never played in the playoffs, the Minnesota Wild. So in the first round, we faced the Winnipeg Jets, who really didn't stand much of a chance against us, even though the scores were pretty close all the games. 3 out of the 4 of them were 3-2 wins. We scored 3 goals every single game. Winnipeg really didn't have that much chance against us. Oscar Dance just let in a couple weak goals. Winnipeg didn't really throw that many shots at us. Easy series, swept them out in 4 games. Now we move on to the Minnesota Wild in round 2, who beat the Blues in 5 games. So let's see what the Minnesota Wild have on their lineup. So we never played the Minnesota Wild before in the playoffs. So, interesting to see what they have. So here we go. First line, Zach Parise, Mikko Koivu, and Jason Pominville. Very good first line there. Parise, very good playmaker. Still through year 6. Mikko Koivu. Koivu's probably getting up there in age, but he's still 87 overall playmaker. That's good. And Jason Pominville, a playmaker as well. So no strict sniper on the first line. Parise probably still has a pretty decent shot, but I mean, that could be a little bit worrisome that they have 3 playmakers on the first line. No really strict goal scorer there. But still, they're all high overall, so they probably all have a decent shot. So it's a pretty good first line. Second line, they got Ryan Callahan, Dave Bolland, and Charlie Coyle. So a grinder, a two-way forward, and a power forward. Interesting second lineup they got there. Really defensive, gritty-ass second line. Callahan, still pretty good grinder by this time. Year 6, 87 overall. Dave Bolland, pretty good two-way forward there, and Charlie Coyle, young prospect for them, decent 86 overall power forward for them, so that's good. Third line, they got Magnus Pajärvi, Michael Granlund, and I think it's Jason Zucker or Justin Zucker. I'm pretty sure it's Jason Zucker, but that's not a bad third line as well. Pajärvi's a good two-way forward. Granlund is probably still fairly young, 26. He's probably maybe like mid-20s by now. So at 81 overall playmaker for him. Zucker, I know he's also a young prospect, pretty good two-way forward for them. So it's a good, decent third line. And then the fourth line, Derek Dorsett, Kyle Chipcher, and Steve Downey. Holy goon line. It's not really a goon line, but it's 3 grinders down there on the fourth line. And a lot of the guys could probably take some crazy penalties for them. So, I mean, all those guys have pretty good. I know they have good body checking categories, but they do take some penalties. So other than their fourth line, their top 9 is actually pretty solid. I'll give the Wild that. Defensively, Ryan Suter and Jonathan Blum. So obviously we got to deal with Ryan Suter in this series. 91 overall defensive defenseman. Jonathan Blum, 85 overall offensive defenseman. Second pair, they got Matt Scandella and Jonas Brodin, 283s. And then Alanin, not sure who that is, and Keith Ballard. So not really sure who Alanin is, probably prospect or a draft pick or something like that. Decent top 6 there, 81 and an 80. And just got to deal with Ryan Suter there, who's their stud. And in goal, they have Smith and Newberry. So I think that's Jeremy Smith, if I'm not mistaken. 83 overall goalie. So once again, not a really great goalie that they have, but they got a decent top 9, a really good stud defenseman, Suter, and an okay goalie. So like I said, they're almost as equal as the Winnipeg Jets. They had a couple good lines, but we dealt with them in 4 games. So let's see if we can do the same to the Wild. Once again, home ice advantage, American Airlines Center. Game number 1, Dallas versus Minnesota. Let's get it rolling. All right, Dask. Not many shots were taking on you in that first series, so hopefully you can stop some more shots in this one. So here we go. First period. All right, 1-1. Mikko Koivu starts out the scoring, but then Brandon Gormley comes back with a goal on Jeremy Smith. 9-12 on shots, 1-1 tie after 1. All right, guys, come on. Second period. Oh, geez, 3-3. All right, so Nick Leddy gets the scoring started there in the second to make it 2-1. Then Magnus Pajärvi gets one for them. Michael Granlund gets a shorthanded goal, but then Nick Ritchie comes back with a power play goal. So a 3-3 tie, only 15 shots for the Minnesota Wild once again. Dansk is looking shaky, man. These teams are just not putting up many shots on him, but I don't know. He's just not letting. He's letting up some weak goals, man. Letting up some weak ones, like a shorthanded goal slap shot from all the way up in the point, and then like another slap shot there. So it's a 3-3 tie going into the third period. Still dominating them on shots, 20-something to like 17. Power play for us. There you go. Vladimir Tarasenko, clutch power play goal once again. 10 minutes to go, guys. Come on. Defense first. Defense first. Ah, shit. Dave Bolland Dave Bolin gets one again. All right, come on. And we're going to overtime. 4-4 tie in OT. And there we go. Mark Scheifele, wrist shot from the slot, gets it done. And the Dallas Stars walk away with a Game 1 win, 5-4 over the Minnesota Wild. Oof. Crazy game, that Game 1. Crazy game there. Man, oh man, that was a crazy one. So Gormley from Eakin and Hanowski, Letty from Chasen and Eakin, Ritchie from Sagan and Tarasenko from Scheifele and Rundblad, and then Scheifele from Rundblad. So it looks like our defense definitely bailed us out this game. Scheifele had 2 points. Tarasenko had 2 points. I think Gormley, Rundblad might have had 2 points as well. A lot of defensemen with 2 points in this game. So all right, so it looks like our offense and maybe our defense bail us out in that game. Dansk having a couple shaky games here. He's letting up a lot of goals. There's no shutouts yet for Dansk, which he is accustomed to getting in these playoffs. So, Dansk, you need to turn it around, man. I know we're winning games for you because we're getting some goal scoring for you, but I don't know. I think it would be nice for you to just steal a game for us for some time during this playoffs. It would just be nice for you to just steal a game for us. So, let's see if we can make it this game back at home. So here we go. Game 2. First period. 1-0. There you go. Jonathan Huberdeau gets his first goal of these playoffs. 11-12 on shots. So shots were pretty much even. They fired a lot there. So that was a good first period, Dansk. Second period. All right. Not happening there. 29-18. All right. He's proven himself. 29 shots on net. All right. Already. Come on, Dansk. Steal me a game. Steal me a game, bud. Power play. All right. Come on. Jason Zucker gets one. Jason Zucker gets one. All right, tie game. Once again, 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. Come on. Oh, there you go. Big Ben Hanowski. Big Ben Hanowski does it again. Another clutch goal in the third period. Really a snapshot really close up. Must have been like some sort of rebound. And Ben Hanowski gets the game winner in game number 2 to win for that win, 2-1. All right, Dansk, I'll consider that a steal. 33 of 34 shots on net and saved 33 of them. I'll consider that a stolen game. We only put up 26 shots, but we do get the win. So I will give that to Oscar Dansk for that game. Very nice. So Jonathan Huberdeau from Tyler Sagan, and then Ben Hanowski from Alex Chasen and Nick Letty. Good game there. Good game from Oscar Dansk. I wanted him to steal me a game, and he did just that. So here we go. 2-0 series lead once again over the Wild. So here we go at XL Energy Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Game number 3. Let's get it rolling. Maybe that game 2 will give Oscar Dansk some confidence here. Maybe he could start stealing us some more games here. So here we go. Game 3, first period. All right, 1-0. They start the scoring. Derek Dorsett, of all people, the fourth line grinder, gets one. 15-7 on shots. All right, guys, come on. That's kind of a nail shot, but here we go. Second period, 2-0. Keith Ballard gets one. All right, so their fourth line left winger and their top 6 defensemen get 2 for them. 18-26 on shots. So come on, guys, come on. Somebody step it up, please. Here we go. Come on. Somebody step it up, please. We need an early one here. Power play, 5-on-3, 5-on-4. My God. Yep, this was a good defensive game by the Wild. Yep, 3-0 empty netter for Zach Parise. And the Minnesota Wild walk away with this one 3-0. So Jeremy Smith's on his head. Nothing. I'm not going to blame Dansk for that one. Just couldn't get anything by their goaltender this game. 3-0, got shut out. Jeremy Smith stood on his head. We put in almost 40 shots on the net. Nothing you could do about that. No goals for Patrick Kane yet. So, I mean, come on. Kaner, you had a good first series. You're nowhere to be found in this second one. So, come on, bud. Pick it back up here. Need Kane to start exploding here in this series right now. He was exploding in the first. We need him back for this one. So here we go. First period in game number 4. All right, nothing. 13-4 on shots. Good first period for us. Jeremy Smith, 4 straight periods without letting up a goal. All right, come on. Second period. All right, 1-1. Jason Pominville gets one for them, and then Jonathan Huberdeau answers right back. 1-1 tie. All right, 21-10 on shots. Dansk, once again, just another shaky game where they're not putting many shots on net and just can't get the big saves. All right, 1-1 tie going into the third, guys. Come on, somebody step it up for us. Kane or somebody on the first line. 5-on-3 power play again, man. Couldn't capitalize on it. Come on, 10 to go. Somebody, please. We're doubling them in shots. Power play again. Shit, overtime. Anything could happen to overtime power play. Oh, but thank God. I think they were just about to go on a power play. But Colton Bobick gets it done with a slap shot from the point just as about they were going to go on the power play. And maybe it was shorthanded and it just didn't come up. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know why I would give them a power play if if BOJoeKO just scored that one right there. It doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe the power play was just about to end and BOJoeKO probably just put it on net and scored. So who knows? I'm not going to question it. 19 saves for Dansk, got 20 shots, 35 shots for us on net. Colton BOJoeKO does get the game winner in OT, and we take a 3-1 series lead over the Minnesota Wild. So Huberdeau from Seguin and Kane, thank you. And Kane, all right, so that was a good game from Tyler Seguin and Patrick Kane. Kane had 2 assists, so I'll give that to him. Him and Seguin worked together in that game. Very good. All right, so Kane not getting any goals, but he did show up in that game, got some assists. So here we go, 3-1 series lead over the Minnesota Wild. Let's try to end this at home. Don't want to go back to the XL Energy Center against the Wild. Let's see if we can end this at home. So here we go, game number 5. First period, 3-0. That's what I'm talking about. Good first period, boys. 15-6 on shots. Nick Ritchie, Alex Chasen, Brendan Dillon, second line, third line, top 6 defensemen. Couldn't ask for more in that first period. That's what I'm talking about. Just hold the lead now. Second period, 4-0. There you go. Second one for Alex Chasen. There you go. Should have no problem winning this game. 4-0 over the Wild. Just dance, play your game. That's all you have to do. Defense, play well. 10 minutes to go. That should be it. Yeah, we got this. Thank you. Dave Bolin breaks up Oscar Dansk's shutout. But that's all. They get 1 in the third from Dave Bolin, but we walk away with a 4-1 win in game number 5. 38 shots on the net. 4-1 win over the Wild in game number 5. 4-1 series win, and that does it for that series as well. Another quick series. Nick Ritchie from Tarasenko, Chasen, Eakin, BOJoeKO. Dylan Shafley, AO, Chasen, Dylan, Dansk. Dansk gets another assist. Jesus. And that's how it's done. So Alex Chasen with 2 goals, Brendan Dillon with a goal and an assist, and Oscar Dansk with a good outing there, 26 of 27 shots, and an assist as well. So his second assist of the playoffs. I think he has more points than some of our guys on the 4th line. But whatever, that's another series win for us. Moving on to the Western Conference Finals, end that game in 5. Did our team... we swept San Antonio in that round, so they're going to the Western Conference Finals as well. That's how it's done, boys. That's how it's done. All right, so we're waiting our Western Conference Finals opponent. And, scouting is up. All right, what were we scouting anyway? Were we scouting some goalies? Whoop, did we glitch out here? Not entirely sure what happened there. I'll just back out. I won't worry about that. Actually, I'll send them out somewhere. Scouting assignment. I don't know what the hell happened there. Just do forwards in the Russia. I think we were scouting right. There's a top 10 there. Rest of the world, WHL. Yep, do the dub. Why not? 6 weeks. There you go. All right, so we're waiting our Western Conference Finals opponent, who the Dallas Stars got. They got the I think that's the Vancouver Canucks foreign team. Current round of the playoffs is over. Stop simulation. Yeah, just keep going. We haven't had our opponent yet. And there we go. So it looks like in the Western Conference Finals, we're going to have the Edmonton Oilers. All right, another team we've never played. 41, 33, and 8. Not the best regular season for the Edmonton Oilers, but looks like they beat. I don't know who the hell they faced anyway, but they made it to the Western Conference Finals against the Oilers. So, all right, let's check out the stats for that second round. Edmonton, please. I know they're a young team. It's year 6. I don't know what the hell they have now, but that'll be interesting to see. So, points. So, Tyler Seguin took over the points lead. Only 1 goal for him, but he's an assist machine once again. 9 points in 9 games for Tyler Seguin, picking it back up here in the playoffs. Patrick Kane, no goals that series, but he did have 3 assists, so 8 points in 9 games for him. 6 points for Jonathan Huberdeau, 6 for Ritchie, 6 for Shifley, 6 for Tarasenko, so that second line's working really well. All of them have 6 points in 9 games, so that's what I'm talking about. Tarasenko has 2 of his goals. One of his goals is on the power play, so nicely done there. Eakin, Chasen, and Hanowski, 4 and 3 points for each of those guys on the third line, so they're getting it done. Brett Ritchie, nothing for Brett Ritchie, Rich Peverly, or Austin Ferguson, so it looks like Rich Peverly moved back up to an 80 again. And so nothing for these guys. Dansk has more assists, more points than all 3 of these guys combined. So, I mean, there are 4th line guys. They're supposed to keep the puck out of the net. They're -3, -2, and -2. Not the best, but whatever. Defensemen, BOJoeKO and Letty both have 4. Dylan, AO have 3. Rumblett has 2. Gormley has 1. And goaltenders, Oscar Dansk, 9 games played. Goals against average only went up by .01, 8-1 with a save percentage of 92.59. No shutouts still, but keeping us in these games. So very good once again for the Dallas Stars. Another easy series to run through the Wild. So we beat the Wild in 5, and the Edmonton Oilers beat the Blackhawks in 7. So they've gone to 2 Game 7s already. They're playing their butts off. And then the East, Boston beat Toronto in 6, and Buffalo beat Columbus in 6 as well. So here are our final matchups. In the West, we got the Dallas Stars going up against the Edmonton Oilers. And in the East, we got the Boston Bruins up against the Buffalo Sabres. So once again, another team which we've never faced in the playoffs, the young gun Edmonton Oilers coming up to us in the Western Conference Finals. That's up next. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, subscribe. And we'll be back for the Western Conference Finals.